All right.
Video, okay. Video on?
It's on.
Okay. So before you do anything, make sure your steering wheel is up. Turn it off. Because the first thing that I'm going to do does not need power. Okay, so I'm going to stand up. I'm going to look at my seat and say my seat's in good condition. No springs are coming through. Grab underneath here, tug on the seat and say my seat is secure to the floor of the vehicle. Sit sideways, take this hand under the seat. Pull that bar over that way and just slide the seat forward and back and say my seat slides forward and back smoothly and locks securely in place. Straighten your body out, reach your left hand up to the seat belt and just start at the top and say my seat belt is secure to the roof of the vehicle. Pull it out, look at it, no cuts are in my seat belt. I have the seat belt fastener in my hand. It locks securely into the seat belt lock, which is this, and the seat belt lock is fastened to the tether, and follow it down. This is the tether. It's fastened to the floor securely on both sides, and my seat belt releases properly. Next, everything else after your driver's seat and seat belt in this vehicle needs power. So we're going to do it in 2 steps. We're going to turn the key 1 notch, and we're going to say that all our gauges and indicator lights are all activated. Start the engine. My parking brake light is on, but it will go out when I release my parking brake. My speedometer is at 0 because we're not moving. My engine temperature gauge is normal. It does run a bit hot. My RPM gauge is idling normally. My oil pressure gauge is normal, and my fuel tank is 3/4 full. Nothing here. Next, hands on this. Steering wheel. My steering wheel, gently tug on it, is fastened securely to the floor of the vehicle. Take 2 fingers. It has minimum amount of free play. You don't want excess free play. It will turn all the way to the left and all the way to the right freely with no obstructions, and you only have to do a half turn for the test because we're turning the wheel all day long. Next, if you're not sure, close your eyes. Keep yourself in the cab because all these things until the last question are all inside the cab. So if you forget what's next and your hands are on the steering wheel, just wiggle this left hand, slide it down, and what your hand hits is what you want next. So take the palm of your hand and press this in and say my wiper fluid works freely. It's not plugged or frozen. Let it go off. My wipers work in all 7 speeds, so you can click it up, or if you don't say all 7, you have to do it individually, and I'm just saying it works in all 7 speeds, all is good. Not to mention I made it go fast, so that proves that nothing fell off. So all parts to my wipers are secure to the vehicle, holding the wiper blade in place securely, and the blade itself is in good condition. I see no rips, tears, or missing chunks, and it cleans my window. Next, again, if you forget, wipers, which we just did, and again, hands over here, fly like a bird, over to the window, and right under the window is the buttons I want next, okay? Now I have this yellow button is off, so I'm going to turn it on, because otherwise the heater won't work. Do you see what I mean? So I've turned the buttons now all off. So my front floor heater and defrost works on both speeds. That's right there. You can hear it. My middle heater and defrost works on both speeds, and again, you can hear it. My rear heater and defrost works on both speeds, and you can hear it. It's less noisy because it's way at the back. The next button is just an extra fan to make it move faster. Now, I'm going to stand up because this is very important. That's your window heater and defrost. So you're going to turn it on low and go corner to corner and feel. My window heater and defrost works on low all the way across. Works on medium all the way across. Works on high all the way across. Sit back down. And if you're not sure what's next, just close your eyes and keep yourself in the vehicle. Because what I'm going to do next, if you don't remember, you're going to touch this, because what goes with windshield is your mirrors. And I always do the mirrors first and I leave the windshield till last. So this is how you do it. Look and point. My 4 locations of mirrors are fastened securely to the vehicle. They're not cracked, damaged, or broken, and they are set for me. Now, I can't reach the window from sitting down, so I stand up, one hand on each side, push on the glass and say my windshield is fastened securely to the vehicle. It's not cracked, damaged, or broken. I see no major stone chips. Road debris is limited, therefore my field of vision is acceptable. And then you can take a deep breath, and I'm going to tell you I've completed my in-cab. So hopefully you recorded all this. Turn your phone off, because everybody has to do what I just did. Turn it off for your road test.
Thank you.
And in here, everything is separate. So let's start. Driver's seat, it's all also alphabetical, as you might realize. So you got air brakes at the top, which you don't have we don't have it, so you won't have no questions about it. Cab is cab door, and all you want to do is make sure that you use that door and you open and close it, and from the outside pull on it, pretend it's whatever, and then you come in, and vice versa. You do the same backwards. My cab door opens and closes securely from the inside. Push on it, and then you can open it again and then read the schedule. And so that's easy, and it just says occupant compartment door fails to open is a minor defect. I would report it to my operator, write it in my daily inspection report, and vehicle is okay to drive for the day. Any cab or sleeper door fails to close securely is a major defect. I would report it to my operator, write it in my daily inspection report, and vehicle's out of service, I'm not driving it. So basically everything's in here, but again, let's go to the driver's seat. So, not driver controls, but driver's seat. Seat is damaged or fails to remain in set position. Seat belt or tether belt is insecure, missing, or malfunctions. So basically, did I show that it's all good?
Mm-hmm.
Over the top, right?
Yeah.
Next one I do is steering wheel, and it's on the back here. Again, alphabetical, okay? So, steering wheel lash free play is greater than normal is a minor defect. I would report it. Again, report it, record it, and vehicle's okay to drive for the day. Don't short form it on the day of the test. Do it the same way as I did the outside questions, okay? Now, you don't have to read the schedule for your in-cab, but after you're done your in-cab, you will have 2 in-cab questions. And the only 2 things that are not part of what I just did is emergency equipment and cab door, okay? Anyway, so steering wheel, we did the lash free play. And then your majors. Steering wheel is insecure or does not respond normally. Steering wheel lash free play exceeds prescribed limit. Any of these is a major defect. I would report it to my operator, write it in my daily inspection report, and vehicle is out of service, I'm not driving it, done. I always say done, turn it off. I did say steering wheel is secure, didn't I? Make sure I did, because sometimes I do it so fast and I know it so much that I forget. So the next one is wipers and washers, which is down here. So controller system malfunction. Well, because I did all the show and tell, we know that the control, everything works in that regard. Wiper blade is damaged, missing, or fails to adequately clear driver's field of vision. I covered that. And those are your minors. And then when use of wipers, so if you need the wipers, obviously they have to be in good order. So wiper or washer fails to adequately clear driver's field of vision in area swept by driver's side wiper. So basically you want to make sure that, in other words, if we don't need it, it's not a major defect. But if we need it, we can't drive without it. Got it? Yeah. Next one is heater and defrost, which is at the top here. And so controller system failure, well, we know it works because I did all the controls, right? Turn them back on again, warm you up. So defroster fails to provide unobstructed view through the windshield. So obviously we want to make sure. Right now I don't even feel any air up there because all these buttons get screwed up. But as long as the window's clear, and you know that if it's not clear, how to make it clear, or maybe something's wrong and you don't have air coming here. Who knows? There might be a pipe that's loose that should be bringing hot air to the window to defrost it. But whatever, that's part of it. And then the last one is glass and mirrors, which is down here. And when you're inside, you read A. When you're outside, you do hands-on when you're outside. But if you notice, when I was inside, I can see all the mirrors from here. Yeah. They're not flopping in the wind or anything. No. They're all nice and sharp and clear and no damage or anything. And they're set for me, so I can actually see to drive and make lane changes, etc. So you do that to show and tell, and then you read, required mirror or window glass fails to provide the required view to the driver as a result of being cracked, broken, damaged, missing, or maladjusted. And that's your minor defect. I would report it to my operator, write it in my daily inspection report, and vehicle is okay to drive for the day. There are no major defects for that question. And when you're outside, I'm going to verbalize this for you. If the examiner is outside the vehicle and asks you a question, it is considered an outside question. So if they're referring to glass and mirrors, it's not even about the windshield. You're going to go in behind each mirror, you're going to tug on it and take a look at the glass, and you're going to say, this mirror is fastened securely, I see no cracks or damages. Then you're going to go to that one, pull on it. This mirror is secure, I see no cracks or damages. Then you're going to go to that mirror, do the same thing. This mirror is secure, I see no cracks or damages. And again, the last one, the same. I see it, tug on it, it's secure, I see no cracks or damages. And then you're going to read B. So required mirror or glass has broken or damaged attachments onto vehicle body. Any of these is a minor defect, I would report it to my operator, write it in my daily inspection report, and vehicle is okay to drive through the day. There are no major defects for that question. So basically, you're going to have questions on almost everything. If you want, take my pen and get your schedule and give it to me. Give me your paper schedule. Turn that off now.
My paper schedule?